Good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Till
Evening,
others
sir.
are joining, if you have any queries, any feedback or something, I hope you all must have received your certificates.
Yes, sir.
Have you posted those certificates in your class group? Have you shared it with your teacher who have recommended you this internship?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Good
Yes.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening,
My,
sir.
my suggestion to all of you, please share the certificate with your teachers. Please share the certificate with your class teacher, your friends, your social media account, everywhere that you have done this. And okay, so what we are going to do today, if you go through the details, we missed one class in between. So today was the date of feedbacks and all, but for few times we will take it. I was taking feedback during the session also. The last topic of the internship was the abnormalities into the chart. The abnormalities into the chart, we will cover first this topic, and then whatever we can do, we will do. Maybe the session for today may stretch a little bit 15-20 minutes longer as it happened yesterday, but it's okay. Okay. So others are joining. We still have 1-2 minutes. If you have anything, anyone. Karthik, yes, please.
good evening, sir. Am I
Good
audible?
evening.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
First of all, thank you very much for the amazing internship and giving me the opportunity to be an intern under you. All the sessions I have been attending and it was fabulous. Uh, Moreover, I learned much more thing about the stock market in these 7 to 8 days. And I hope after my 12th and after 4 5 years, I would definitely apply all those concepts that you have taught me and all of us in my life, and definitely do after this internship as well. I'll monitor few of the graphs of few companies as well. Thank you very much, sir, for this amazing internship.
Thank you very much. It is pleasure for me too to have interns like you. I have been receiving the feedbacks from you people, your videos and all. Why videos? Why feedbacks? Because when you do all those things, that you recapture it or thing you let know other people also when you're if you go to my social media account, Facebook, Instagram, and all, you always see some of the selected videos are posted there. Why these are posted? So that other people can see, other people can get aware of these things. And the program was to spread equity cult. That means we have to educate more and more people. So as an intern and as a certified intern now, you all have responsibilities to educate more and more people that equity investment is not some jua satta speculation or something. This is a theory which we need to learn, apply. And I can tell you that if you apply this equity investment in your life, it is just like having green salad with your food every day, having fruits in your food every day, having milk in your food every day, like that. So same way in your financial life, in your earnings and all, everybody do earnings, everybody do investment, everybody. But when you use equity in your financial life, you can be better than others. You can always, and you need not to be very expert of this. Having basic knowledge is enough for this. Okay? If you have to manage others' fund, if you have to make career into this, these are things, other things. But as maybe you are accountant, maybe you are a teacher, maybe you are a doctor, may you become some chartered accountant, may you become maybe businessman. For that, whatever you got to know, whatever you got to
Shut your mouth, nigga.
so that is more than enough. That is more than enough. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you.
now, anyone else want to say something? Okay, so let's start today's session, which is all about abnormalities. I will take the session of abnormalities. Whenever you see chart, first day I told you what is good share. Then I told you what are good prices. Then I told you about the chart patterns, candle patterns. Now, while seeing the chart, how can you visualize there are some abnormalities? Means some people are doing something wrong into this stock, or something wrong is happening, or something abnormal. Not we can always we cannot say this is wrong. We can say this is abnormal. This something abnormal is happening, and in that abnormal situation, you should avoid your entry, or you should take decision according to the abnormalities. Abnormalities. Okay. So that abnormalities we will get to know today. No doubt, some of you have raised the hand, but I could not take your question. So I will take at the end. I will take at the end. I want to complete this topic so that this should not remain. Now, I'm showing you chart. I will be discussing with example of some shares. These all are only for example purpose. None of them will be recommendation. I always tell you as an
मैं तो क्लास
that responsible person, whenever you are discussing about equity in public forum, you should be telling people that you are not supposed to give any recommendation as per SEBI norms. You can only educate people, or you can do your own investment. If you have to recommend shares, or if you have to recommend equity to anyone, you have to be registered with the SEBI. I'm not registered, and because I do not want to become some broker or something. I'm investor and an educator. I'm very happy being educator. I'm very happy being investor. I'm getting my money. I'm earning. I'm enjoying. Because once you entered into broking, your all minds went only in your commission. How to get more commission, more. So in that you always maybe recommending bad shares also, because जिसमें commission जहाँ जैसे ज़्यादा होगा, you will always recommend that. So there are approx 3,000 people who are attached with me. If you go through my social media account, you will find there are many teachers, many corporate people. They are with me for last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. No doubt, when I buy something, I write on my social media, but I write that I have bought it as per my own research. I will be selling as a particular price as per my own research. Whatever you want to do, that is your own decision. No recommendation, and we are not supposed to give any recommendation. This is also one equity cult education you all should be knowing. Without having license from SEBI, we cannot be into the profession of giving tips. And even after taking a recommendation, we can give our analysis, what our analysis says, but we cannot give tips even after that. So whenever you read some tips on Telegram or something, please be aware of that. That is not way of making money. I have seen many people who have destroyed, whose life has been destroyed into this. The equity market is the thing which can make you very big, but it can destroy you. Now, I give you one example. If you have 100 rupees, if you means uh, put your knowledge, put your skills, have faith in the equity market, have patience, then you can, that 100 rupees can become 400, 500, 600, 700, 1000. There is unlimited scope. But how much loss you can have? You can have a loss of only 100 rupees. You can have a loss of only 100. So risk and reward. Loss of only 100 rupees, but reward can be 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is. But if this 100 rupees is lost now, then you will never come to the equity market. You will lose your faith into the equity market. So that is the reason when you enter first time, please put your all knowledge, and always remember it requires a lot of knowledge to be into equity. Okay, or it requires a lot of knowledge, not some basic skills and knowledge, common knowledge. It is not some technical skills or something. Common knowledge कि हाँ equity एक ऐसी चीज है. If People do not even know what is ROC and ROE, what is return on equity, what is debt, what is the price earning ratio, what is the PB ratio, and they put their money into the stock. And then after a few years, they say, oh, हमने तो 10 साल से लगाया, पैसा बढ़ ही नहीं रहा है. So that is the.
चल के नल्ले बेरोजगार छपरी रिश्तेदार दूसरे रिश्तेदार के घर पे जाकर
I start this now. Should I start now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, सबसे पहले I will start my today's thing with the Nifty. If you see, and I am going to explain you the gaps in the chart. The first concept, two concepts we will discuss. One is gaps in the chart. First concept will be the gaps in the chart. Let's discuss the gaps in the chart. Now see, if you see this chart, this is the daily chart. Generally, whenever you have to see, please try to see the daily chart for the gaps. Now, let me show you what happens if there is a gap in the chart. If you see, let me show you with detail. Now, see this. If you see, this chart was continuous up, continuous down, continuous up, continuous down, continuous up, but there is a gap. If you see, this is called as gap. This is called as gap. Now, I can show you another very prominent gap here. If you see, here was also gap. If you can see, you need to put effort to see this is, there is gap. There is gap in the chart. Between these three candles, there is a gap. If there is a gap, it is generally out of 100, 98 times you will see this gap is bound to be filled. Bound to be filled. Stock cannot go up from here without filling this gap. It may go up, then in some time it will come down and fill this gap and then start going up. Generally, I will show you with the example of few charts where it happened in the past. And I will show you again where there is a gap. And you as an intern in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, try to see whether these gaps are filled or not. Let me show you the chart of HDFC Bank. Now, if I show you the chart of HDFC Bank, you will find there was a gap. See this, there was a gap. Now, it was 100% sure in few days, though chart is going down, 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 it cannot go down. It is bound to go up to fill this gap. This gap cannot remain. If you see this gap, this gap has been filled only by one candle here. This movement, this one day was to fill the gap only. And if it is going up, now, if there will be another gap, it will be filled. I show you another chart, ICICI Bank. Now, see this. There is a gap, and as per this knowledge which I am giving you today, I am expecting in days to come, it can be 1 day, it can be 1 month, it can be 3 months. This chart cannot go up like this. It is expected 1 day it will come here, fill the gap, and then go up. It cannot go directly up. When I'm saying this with so much of confidence, that does not mean every time it will happen. I told you in the beginning, nothing is certain in the stock market. But if you see this pattern 100 times, 98 times, 97 times, you will find gaps are filled in stock market. Gaps are filled in stock market. It is not like that without filling the gap. Now, see this. If I see State Bank of India as a technical advisor, as a technical investor, I will not buy this stock at this point of time. I will wait. I am seeing a gap in this chart at 574. Now, I am seeing a gap in this gap in this chart. Now, if there is a gap in this chart, let me do. Okay. Now you can see there is a gap in the chart. Now, this gap will be filled in days to come. This is my expectation. This is my expectation. I hope I am showing you another chart. Now I am showing you Infosys. Let I show you the chart of Infosys. Now, if you see the chart of Infosys, now see this. There was a very big gap few days back only. There was in the month of April, there was a very big gap. Now, this gap was filled in this period. Now, I am again seeing a small gap here. If you see, there is a small gap here, and it is expected that this chart, this share, maybe in the coming week can come like this and then go up. Means generally the gap, if you see there was a gap here, which was filled by these two small candles. These two small candles were only filling the gap. So if I show you few more charts, then I will take the questions on gap. Now I show you Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance, if you see the chart of Bajaj Finance, there was a very big gap here. Now, anyone who was known to technical can easily assume share will not go up directly from here. It cannot go up. It is bound to go down. Maybe I don't know how much down, but it will certainly cover the gap and then it can go up. So generally, whenever there is a gap in a chart, that gap, generally, I'm again and again using the word generally every day because nothing is 100% sure in stock market. Now, if you see there was a gap here, so it was expected the stock will go down, fill the gap, and then go up. I'm showing you another gap. Now, if you go through Kotak Mahindra Bank, there was a very big gap here, very big gap. So anyone who was known to stock market can easily know in these days, maybe for trading purpose you can buy, but for investment purpose in this range, I would never buy because I know if stock is here, anywhere, it will go down someday to cover this gap. And if you see, it has just covered this gap, on 21st of August and then gone up. Now, after that market situation, it went down, then going up. But this stock down, this was due to the movement. This gap theory says that this gap is bound to be filled. Stock cannot go up without filling this gap. Stock cannot go up without filling this gap. It is not possible. I am showing you another chart of Bal, let me show you the few Bal Krishna industry. Now, if you see in this series, there was a very good gap. There was a very good gap in this chart here. There was a very good gap. Now, when the stock was trading here, I was knowing that stock will go up in days to come. Nobody knows when it will cover, but it is bound to cover. So if I found this stock somewhere here at the rate of 2000, and I know the gap is till 2200, 2250, 60. So I know this 10-12% I can get easily in few days. So I can buy the stock. Maybe that I bought the stock at 2000 and it went down to 1900 because I was not, nobody is God in this market. But I know that after going down, it will go up because two things are certain in stock market. One thing, anyone who has taken birth on this earth will go up one day, will go up. God will call that person one day. Death is certain for everyone. Death is certain for everyone. This is known to everyone. And second thing is that stock market, if country will exist, particular stock may go down or up, but stock market will certainly go up. Stock market will certainly go up. Now, another and the last share I will show, and then I will show you one exception also. Now, see this. There is a stock, Page Industry. Now, if you see this stock, now this stock was not supposed to go up because cotton prices were very high. Cotton prices were very high. That is the reason this stock was going down. Whenever we will do detailed analysis in future. But this has gone up here only and only to cover this gap. If you see, this has gone up, then started down, 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 down. This upward movement was only to cover the gap. So if there is a gap in the stock market, downward or upward, you can make your trade accordingly and plan your things. Oh, this gap, I can earn money. But if I show you one more chart or Infosys chart again. Now, if you see what happened with me, let me show you, because when I'm teaching you this thing, this is my responsibility to teach you some exceptions. Now, see this. I bought Infosys somewhere in May 2022, seeing there is a gap. And I can make money. But it went down, then down, then down. It could not cover the gap fully here. Down, down, down. And it made another gap. No doubt, I should be having patience. I should be having faith. If stock is good, I should have waited. And if I have waited this, now I am enjoying this stock. It is going, I bought here again to find the gap. Now I'm enjoying, and in days to come, it can go up. But from April 2022, now April 2024 is supposed to come after 3-4 months. I need to wait. So if there is a gap, it is generally, and if there is a downward gap, and stock is good, it is a very good opportunity. If it is upward gap, then you need to wait because stock will go down, and then you can enter into the stock. I hope this gap concept I could explain. And Avni, your question, please.
सर ये गैप के रीजन क्या होते हैं?
कुछ नहीं, अचानक कुछ मार्केट में कुछ हुआ, पता चला मोदी जी 3 स्टेट जीत गए, अचानक गैप आ गया, अगले दिन बहुत ऊपर प्राइस आ गया। टमाटर 40 रुपए किलो थे, अचानक 200 रुपए किलो हो गए थे। एक दिन मंडी में सुना था आपने, कुछ दिन पहले टमाटर 200 रुपए किलो हो गए थे।
यस सर।
क्यों हो गए? क्या रीजन था? ऐसे ही कुछ पता चला, यहाँ बारिश हो गई, वहां बारिश हो गई, कुछ भी हो गया। अगर बारिश होने की वजह से वो टमाटर 200 रुपए किलो हुए होते, तो 15 दिन के बाद फिर टमाटर नीचे आ, तो दैट ये ना डिमांड सप्लाई, नो डाउट बारिश हुई, ट्रकें रुक गई, ये हुआ वो हुआ, लेकिन इसका साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट बहुत होता है। टमाटर रुक गया, अरे 15 दिन टमाटर नहीं खाओगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, लेकिन लोग टमाटर मतलब वो अपने आप 200 रुपये प्राइस हो गया तो हो गया। ठीक है, तो डिमांड सप्लाई में नो डाउट इफ देर इज अ गैप, अचानक से डिमांड सप्लाई में कोई ना कोई इफेक्ट आया होगा, कोई ना कोई एबनॉर्मेलिटीज आई होगी। रीजन कैन बी एनीथिंग, रीजन कैन बी एनीथिंग। ओके, Kanan, your question
थैंक यू।
please.
सर सपोज कहीं पे गैप आ जाता है एंड गैप के बाद जो प्राइसेस हैं वो इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, बट अब हमें पता है कि गैप को फिल करने के लिए वो फॉल करेगा, तो हमें क्या गैप कवर होने का वेट करने के बाद
वेट कर,
इन्वेस्ट
अगर इफ यू वांट, इफ यू नो दिस स्टॉक इज गुड स्टॉक एंड आई वांट टू बाय, अगर आपको पहले से आपने मन बना रखा है तो उस समय नहीं खरीदेंगे। आपने गैप देखा, सपोज आई हैव टू बाय एसबीआई, नाउ आई शो यू, मुझे लग रहा है एसबीआई बहुत अच्छा स्टॉक है, मुझे इसमें एंटर करना चाहिए। मैंने उसका आरओई सब कुछ देख लिया, कैपिटल का पैटर्न देख लिया, उसका डीएमए देख लिया, सब कुछ देख के मुझे लगता है कि हाँ जी मुझे एसबीआई बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। बट इफ आई सी दिस गैप, then what I will do, I will wait for few time कि ये गैप फिल होने के लिए जब आएगा, then I will enter. Why to buy SBI at 640 not at 575? मुझे लग रहा है, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस ये कहता है, मेरी नॉलेज ये कहती है कि गैप फिलिंग तो होती है, then I will wait for that gap filling process. और मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ, हो सकता है कि while waiting if you have waited 100 स्टॉक में से एक स्टॉक में ऐसा ना भी हो, कोई बात नहीं, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि मुझे सारे स्टॉक खरीदने ही हैं, एक दो छूट जाएंगे, यही तो होगा ना, छूट जाएंगे। बट इफ अगर 100 में से 99 में होता है तो मुझे वही प्रोसेस फॉलो करना। ठीक है,
राइट, ऑल राइट, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। भव्या चौहान।
यस सर। सर आपने जैसे बताया कि जब गैप होता है तो उस टाइम पे इन्वेस्ट करना इट्स अ गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी, तो ये ऐसा
अगर नीचे की तरफ गैप आया है तो अपॉर्चुनिटी है, बिकॉज वो ऊपर जाएगा। अगर ऊपर जाए की तरफ गैप गया है तो हमें उस समय वेट करना है। अभी मैंने एसबीआई के चार्ट में बताया, मैंने आपको दो चार्ट दिखाए थे, एक इन्फोसिस का, इन्फोसिस में मैंने बताया कि नीचे की तरफ गैप है तो मैं एंटर किया बिकॉज देयर इज अपॉर्चुनिटी कि वो ऊपर जाएगा। एसबीआई में मैंने दिखाया ऊपर की तरफ गैप है तो मैं वेट करूंगा, व्हेन दैट गैप विल फिल देन आई विल एंटर।
ओके सर।
ओके, रक्षिता प्लीज।
Good evening, sir.
रक्षिता,
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
यस यू आर ऑडिबल।
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग।
सर आपने कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक का जो स्टॉक दिखाया था उसमें गैप के बाद वहां पे इंक्रीज होने पहले इंक्रीज हुआ था, उसके बाद गैप फिल हुआ था।
let me show you first of all.
यस सर।
Now this is the gap, आप कह रहे हो गैप के बाद इंक्रीज हुआ था फिर गैप फिल हुआ था।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
तो मैंने तो ये कहा नहीं कि जब गैप होगा तो उसके बाद नीचे ही आएगा, वो कब आएगा, लेकिन गैप फिलिंग करने का आएगा। कितना, अगर मैं मान लो सपोज यहाँ ऊपर बाय कर लेता, ऊपर जाता, तो मुझे तो पता नहीं ना कि कहाँ से नीचे आएगा। मेरा ऊपर ये इस बार मुझे यहाँ मिल गया तो ज्यादा बेटर है ना। दिस इज माई गुड प्राइस, बाइंग प्राइस।
यस सर।
If I want to keep this stock for next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, so I will buy at the lowest. Try to buy at the lowest. Though no one can catch the stock at the lowest price, but I will try my best. Okay.
यस, तो मतलब गैप के बाद इट कैन राइज।
हाँ, it can rise. It can rise from where, what point it will turn and to fill the gap, nobody knows. Nobody knows. There will be some trigger. There will be some trigger. Once it come, it will come. Okay.
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Okay. Now we are going to another abnormality, which is called as parallel to y-axis. Now, whenever you see the movement of the stock, stocks generally move with 10 degree, 15 degree, 20 degree, 25 degree, 30 degree, 35 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree, 50 degree, 70 degree, 75 degree. But if you see stock moving at 80 degree, 85 degree or 90 degree, this is very dangerous situation. I'm talking about degree with respect to y-axis. Y-axis, if it becomes, let me show you with the help of graph so that you people can understand easily. I will show you 4, 5, 6, 7 graph. Let's start with Metropolis. Now, if you see this graph, this situation, this situation, when this stock was going up, now this is also going up. Now, if you see today, this stock is also going up. And here also, the stock is going up. What is the difference between these two going up? This is normal growth, which is 30, 40, 45, 50, 60, depending upon. But this is maybe 80 or 90-degree going up. If stock is going up with 80, 85, 90-degree, parallel to y-axis, parallel to y-axis. If you see, stock is going up parallel to y-axis. This is very dangerous situation. You should not be buying stock in this situation. You should be waiting. It will consolidate here for very long time. Either after this, it will consolidate here for very long time. It will consolidate here, maybe for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and then it start going up. Or it will go down and then go up. So please, whenever there is movement in the stock price with, you see, this is your y-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your x-axis. Try to see the angle. What is the angle? Angle is 10 degree, 15 degree, 20 degree, 25 degree, 30 degree, 35 degree, 60 degree, 70 degree. ठीक है, यहाँ तो चल जाएगा. लेकिन जब वो 90 डिग्री का एंगल बन जाए, 85 डिग्री का एंगल बन जाए, 80 डिग्री का एंगल बन जाए, इवन 75 इज आल्सो डेंजरस. यू हैव टू कंपेयर विद द रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ. अगर रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ ठीक है, बहुत तेजी से आ रहा है, तो ठीक है 75 तक मान. यू हैव टू सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग विद द प्रॉफिट्स. इफ प्रॉफिट्स आर आल्सो ग्रोइंग वेरी फास्ट, तो थोड़े टाइम के लिए इट कैन बी दैट. बट 90 डिग्री इज वेरी डेंजरस. 85 डिग्री, 80 डिग्री इज वेरी डेंजरस. आई विल शो यू फ्यू चार्ट्स. ICICI Lombard. If you see this chart, anyone can very easily predict these movements. These movements are dangerous movement. These movements are dangerous movement. If stock is going up like this, it is bound to go down. It is bound to go down. Now, this movement of 3, 4, 5 candles, this is very dangerous movement. When it goes like up like this, stock going up like this is normal movement. Stock going up like this is very dangerous movement. I show you Adani stock. All the Adani stock, where people says कि हाँ वो इसलिए नीचे आए because there is some Bloomberg report or something. No, not at all. These all are the, what we say that these are all the कुछ तो कारण, कोई ना कोई कारण बनेगा. What will be the कारण? I don't know. If you are driving very fast, if you are driving, it is just like simple situation. You are driving with 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100, it's okay. Once you start driving 200, 230, 240, or 120, sorry, not 200, 120, 130, then it is very dangerous. कुछ ना कुछ तो कारण बनेगा. मे बी टायर बस्ट होगा, मे बी रोड खराब होगी, मे बी गड्ढा होगा, मे बी बाहर से कोई आ जाएगा, कुछ कारण कुछ भी होगा. It can be any Hindenburg report or something, whatever it can be the cause. But the fall will be very, very, very sharp. Now, if any of the person who know about the market can easily expect this rise, this was not normal rise, and I'm talking in 2022, even after Corona. Corona के बाद, this rise was not normal rise, and that is the reason we saw this fall here. This fall was bound to happen. Cause can be anything. Cause can be anything. I show you a few more charts. I show you voltas. Voltas. This. Now, see this. This was anyone easily can predict if you have simple knowledge of abnormal move. Anyone can predict this price was bound to go down. Bound to go down. And again, something is happening here. again something has happened. Now what can happen? Now either it will go down from here, bound to down, or it will consolidate here for very long time and then up. This is called as either there will be price-wise correction, or there will be time-wise correction. For very long time, it will not move. So this is there will be either of two corrections. With either it will be price-wise correction, price नीचे जाएगा तो भी आपको नुकसान हुआ, और टाइम-वाइज करेक्शन मीन्स 4 साल तक स्टॉक चलेगा ही नहीं, तो भी आपको लगा नहीं कि नुकसान हुआ, लेकिन 100 रुपीज आपके 4 साल तक 100 ही रहे, कुछ बढ़े ही नहीं, तो वो भी एक नुकसान है, बिकॉज इन्फ्लेशन इज ग्रोइंग 7%, 8% एवरी ईयर. So it is bound to happen if there is abnormal move. I show you more stocks, happiest, and even we after 20 years of experience, हमसे भी गलतियां हो जाती हैं. Now see this. See this. This was anyone having simple knowledge of stock market can predict that stock was bound to go down. Bound to go down. This is one of the very good stock of this technology sector. Happiest Mind, Mr. Sika, very good promoter. But it was bound to go down. Now I show you Green Sciences. Anyone can easily predict it was bound to go down. All the chemical stocks were bound to go down. This 90% up move cannot sustain. Simple calculation. If you are driving at the speed of 120, 125, 30, 140, 50, accident is bound to happen. आप कुछ भी कर. I can show you more and more stock, but I think it is more than enough to explain this concept. Now let me show you one more concept. One more share. HDFC asset. Now, I can myself tell you that I also got stuck in this stock even after my lot of experience. This was very good company, HDFC, but simple. This move cannot sustain at all. This is simple, parallel to y-axis. And if stock is moving parallel to y-axis, it is bound to go down. This is not good move. This is not good move. This stock, either there will be time-wise correction now, or there will be price-wise correction. Now, so these are abnormalities. You have to understand the abnormalities into the stock. And if you found abnormalities into the stock, you should not enter the stock. Wait for the correction. Either gap filling process to happen or abnormalities is to be settled due to the corrections. So I hope these two abnormalities, abnormalities अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी रिसर्च है, बहुत सारी abnormalities. There are many 100 types of abnormalities. मैंने आपको केवल दो तरह की बताई. बट यही है, वाई आई टोल्ड यू दिस, आपका उस डायरेक्शन में इंटरेस्ट आए, आपको पता हो कि ये सब चीजें भी होती हैं वाइल इन्वेस्टिंग. इट इज नॉट कि हाँ आरओसी देखा, इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, काम खत्म, हाँ आरओसी बहुत अच्छा है और स्टॉक बढ़ा कर दिया, तो उससे काम नहीं बनेगा. लगा कि हाँ जी अब तो हम कोई पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. पढ़ना पड़ेगा. जितना पढ़ेंगे उतना अच्छा होगा. कोई लिमिट नहीं है. मैं आज भी कहीं नहीं गया, बिकॉज आज छुट्टी का दिन था, और आज मैंने 4 इंटरव्यूज 2-2 घंटे के मैंने सुने हैं खुद. तो लगता है, टाइम तो लगता है. तो समझ लो कि 4 इंटरव्यूज 2-2 घंटे, मतलब 8 hours आई इन्वेस्टेड टुडे फॉर माई लर्निंग्स इनटू द इन्वेस्टमेंट. And this is, I'm telling you, after my 22 years of investment journey. तो अभी आप लोग बच्चे हो. मेरा काम था, मेरा पर्पस था आपको all the realities of this market, to let you know what are the realities, and to let you know what are the opportunities also. I'm telling you, I'm a career counselor. I go to different schools for career counseling purpose. I don't know who teacher has recommended you. You ask your teachers, they must be knowing. You should be knowing what are the career opportunities coming nowadays. I'm telling you, in days to come, stock market of India will operate into two terms. अभी stock market आपका 9 o'clock open है था, 3:30 close होता है. Now, in few days, few months, there is a provision. Stock market will again open at 6:30 and go till 11:30 in the night. Now think that the person who have come to the office at 8 o'clock, 8:30 cannot be into the office till 12 o'clock. Because if stock market will close at 11:30, the person have to be in the office till 12 o'clock. Now there will be a second set of person who will come into the same office. The total staff requirement of the staff in the equity market is going to double in days to come. So this is very good opportunity to all of you who are, if you have interest into investment, portfolio management, equity analysis, stock analysis, maybe mutual funds, maybe PMS, maybe some insurance company, maybe some NPS of Government of India, maybe life insurance corporation, whatever banking companies, because they all will be needing the staff with the double rate, whatever the staff they have. There will be two bank managers. One is coming in the morning, one is coming in the evening, because the same person cannot be in the office from 8:30 or 9 o'clock till 11:30 in the evening. Cannot be. So think about the opportunity which is in front of you. So this is a very good opportunity. So try to avail that opportunity. Now I'm ready to take your questions, whatever the questions you have. I will be taking one session on coming Sunday. Coming Sunday, that is, I think, what will be the date on coming Sunday? Can anyone tell me?
7th of Jan.
7th of January,
7th.
about CUET. What is CUET? What is domain? What is journal test? What is language? Which language to be taken? Who is supposed to appear for journal test? Who is not supposed to appear for journal test? If you are planning for Delhi University, what should be your plan? If you are planning for Banaras University, what should be plan? For honors, BCom honors, do you require mathematics or not? For eco honors, applied mathematics and normal mathematics, what is the difference between all those things? This session, so be in the group. Do not leave this group which you all have joined. You will be getting all the messages related to college, career, courses in days to come. Try to get more and more benefit. Try to educate more and more people. Now I am ready to take your questions. I hope those 7-8 days आप लोगों ने मुझे दिए थे, that I have means जो कुछ I could do, I tried my best to do that. Before taking your questions, we have one very special guest today, Mr. Rahul Parasar. He have the knowledge of domain. He has the knowledge of domain. He is a chartered accountant and he is working in the industry for last 20 years, but he is doing everything in the technology. So generally, we commerce people feel that to be into the technology, we have to do some BTech computer science or BTech engineering or something like that. No. How commerce people are nowadays working with the engineers in a team, how these engineers required you all, and how this tech industry requires the person who have domain knowledge of commerce. You will get the real and experience with the person who is doing the same thing. So Mr. Rahul Parasar is there. Thank you very much, Mr. Rahul Parasar, to agree at a very short notice to help these kids. What you are doing in the industry, what your industry is looking forward, and what skills required for these bachas so that they can make their place in the industry.
Thank you, Dr. Tripathi. And I'll start with thanking you for giving this opportunity. I know you wanted me to conduct this session last week, but somehow it did not work out. Once again, thanks for inviting. Happy to see all the new faces, fresh faces, actually young faces. And I have been watching these videos you post from these classes, and it's really nice to see the young generation learning about the new things. very early in their career, in their academics, and it is certainly going to help you all as you progress. In our time, it was like until unless we did not do our graduation, post graduation, we never knew. I heard someone talking about ROC, ROI, right? P, right? Those terms we never knew till the time someone taught us in our classes, and we moved out of college. So really, really very happy to see all learning new things. Shall we get started?
Yes, yes.
Professor Pati? Okay. If you face any issue in the background noise or my voice or anything, just let me know. Also, let me know if you are able to see my screen. I just
give you
want
the
to
permission. I give
yeah.
you the host permission first, I think.
Yes, you will have to. We'll start with a short discussion and then we'll open. And in between, if you have any questions, please stop and ask.
Okay, now you are the
At the end,
co-host.
yeah, thanks. At the end, we will have 5 minutes additional for questions and answers. Okay. So let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So what we are going to talk today is finance and technology. I'm not taking the name commerce in between because commerce is includes financials and financial includes commerce, vice versa. So if you know commerce, you will know finance also. And how does finance and technology working today in the market? And uh, these market terminologies and market how market is progressing, it's going to come into your career next year sometime once you uh, uh, go to second year and start looking for colleges. So okay, do you recognize all these names? And I'll start with small question answer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Okay, and what are these companies? What do they
They
do?
all deal in, like, some of them deal in payment,
Okay,
to make
E-commerce.
payments.
E-commerce.
e-commerce. Ola, Uber, what they do?
Cab services business.
Hmm?
Basically, they do e-business.
E-business.
Ola, Uber do pick and drop services.
Very good.
Cab
We all.
services.
And do you know Jiroda? What they do?
Sir, it's like a payment.
Trading.
Okay. So okay, let me go to next slide, and then we will talk about what they do. So these all companies are technology companies. Ola and Uber, they do not own any vehicles on earth, right? PayPal or Paytm or Google Pay do not own any bank. They do not have banking services. Zerodha do not own any stock. Right? What they are doing is, what business they have is, they are providing you a technology platform. They work as an aggregator where a buyer and seller comes. They do the transaction. In between, they earn the commission, the margins. They charge some 0.1%, 2% commission, and that is their revenue stream. So prima facie, whatever looks like this is a business is not their actual business, and they are making money out of their technology services. Now, before I go to and sorry, I'll ask one question. So, any one of you knew that they are not primarily into the business they show that they are doing? Like I
Sir,
heard
I
Ola
knew
and
about
Uber.
Ola and Uber that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
same.
So all of them just provide the services, and they are intermediaries. They do not hold anything like taxis or banks or stocks, nothing. It's pure technology. They have built a product which solves this business problem or a normal customer problem, and that's why they are differential from rest of the world. Now, another question. When we talk about any of these, who would have designed these products? Right? Someone would have conceptualized it, that we have to build a PayPal or Zerodha or Paytm or
The entrepreneurs?
they would have conceptualized. You are right, right? Someone would have thought about building this, but who are the people who are going to build this design?
The
I can
entrepreneurs?
think today.
Software
Software
engineers.
engineers.
Software engineer.
Web designers.
Okay,
Software developer.
so okay, most common is software developer. Now, how does software developer, maybe your friends will be there who are in science stream, how would they know that when I let's say take example of Paytm or Google Pay, uh, if I am taking some money or I am recharging my wallet, it should be debited or credited. When someone is paying out of their wallet, whether it should be debited or credited, from which account to which account. And yesterday's Mr. Grewal was talking about debit, all the three rules of accounting: debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and all the three principles. Who are the people? Because software engineers will never know what is the accounting concept, and all these businesses are running on accounting concepts. Someone will be there who is telling the person, the software engineer, what to code, what the design will be. If there is a problem in a payment transaction, where to stop that transaction, how to refund, at the time of refund, what should be my entry, right? Who will be doing that work? The
Commerce,
most important.
commerce background.
Exactly. So the mind behind all these businesses are our mind. Right? Commerce and finance goes everywhere, everywhere. Even if they are deducting a commission for themselves, there will be an accounting entry. You have to follow some accounting standards and post into your financials, and that's where we come into play, right? Okay, and it doesn't stop here only, that while they transact on day-to-day basis, but if you look at their financials also, uh, all these concepts we were talking about, return, price equity, profit margins, gross margins, etc. Someone is sitting in their organization who is doing all these things, right? Who create the reports out of their transactional systems and build these reports, which gets published into outer world, which goes to stock market or newspapers or website. Who is doing that? Again, commerce and finance people. Okay. So it's a vast range of things which we do for these organizations. From outside, it looks like it's web developers, web designers, social media people, software engineers. They are important part of the organization, but the starting, the conceptualization, and end reporting is always dependent on us, right? Any questions so far? Okay, I'll move to next slide. How many of you recognize these names?
I recognize one.
Okay, which one?
I recognize Oracle. They
Okay.
provide software, right?
You were saying something. Can you repeat?
Yeah, Oracle provides software, right?
Okay, yeah. Monica,
As
you
in,
have.
like,
Sorry, you continue, please.
yeah, so Oracle is a company which provides software for people, and you like pay a certain amount and you can use that software, and they like have like their own cloud storage system.
Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Sir, I know Tally.
What does Tally do?
Sir, it is used for accounting purposes, like for a business. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think Zoho is the email service provided.
Okay.
Sir, SAP is used for office purposes, I guess.
Office, when you say office maintenance?
Like
Or
for
it is
meetings, the conference meetings and all.
okay.
Sir, is QuickBooks the accounting software used by people?
Yes. Okay. So all these, and Oracle, you said right. Oracle is a bigger organization which deals into multiple products. One of their product is, there are many softwares they offer. They have the cloud part also, SQL data warehouse also, which they Oracle data warehouse, which they own. But what is common between these five are they provide ERP solution, enterprise resource planning, right? So what ERP solution is, it is used to capture your transactional data, or it becomes system of record of any organization. Right? So Zoho Books is not a mailing company. As part of their product, there is a feature which is mailing services, right? You embed mailing services into a product. So Zoho provides a platform, software as a service, SaaS application, which is used for accounting. Not only accounting, they provide solution for procurement also, sales operation, customer relationship management, email, contract management, everything. And all these softwares, right? They are called ERP. Some of them are SaaS products, SaaS is software as a service, which are hosted on cloud. You can download. You don't need to install it on your system specifically in a hard disk, but it's just on the way. That's why it is a SaaS product. Right? So all these platforms are used as system of record for any financial procurement, supply chain, sales operations, maintenance. They provide those features in their product, which are being used by organizations. And you take any big name like Reliance are big time users of SAP, right? It is one of the biggest customers of SAP. SAP is a German company, right? Oracle, if you look at Walmart, if you have heard, their full technology stack is based on Oracle. They have some regions where they use SAP also. Small organizations use QuickBooks and Tally because SAP and Oracle are a bit costly. Zoho is the new product, and that is Indian origin product, and they are doing really good. But what is common in between all these tools are they are providing a system to record your day-to-day transactions in any of the functional area. Now, question again comes back to the same what we spoke about in the last slide. Who have designed these products? Who would have said if and maybe in the next time when we meet, I can show you some screens also how your SAP or Oracle looks like. They have provided you a screen where you can do what is debited, what is credited, with how much, what is the vendor name, what is customer name, what is quantity, what is price per unit, what is invoice number, what is invoice date. They have provided a single screen where you can punch all these details and then save it. It hits your financial system. Who would have thought about this idea that these many inputs I need to punch a transaction in my financial system or
Again,
record
commerce background people.
Commerce background people.
exactly. So and of course, like we heard in the previous slide, the people who are doing on the ground, they are coding. They are developers, right? They are pure technologists who know the coding, SQL coding or a back coding or any Java, Python, whatever you take. But the core or essence of all these designs are finance and commerce. Right? We do the designing, we conceptualize, we provide what needs to be done, and they do. Okay. Any questions before I move?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, do SaaS providers only include people who sell accounting software?
No. So anything, and the first slide, if you remember, Paytm or Google Pay or all those 5-6 names which I get it, and they were just a sample. They are also SaaS service providers. Whatever you can download and it is hosted on web, uh, software which is hosted on cloud, you do not have the core data of that product with you. The data is being kept by someone else. All the survey, all the maintenance part, the regulation, administration of that product is being done by the service provider. You are not doing anything. No one is coming to your mobile and saying that, oh, there is an upgrade which has come up in Ola, Uber or Jiroda. I need to make some adjustments in your system. Right?
So is it like a cloud system?
It is. All the SaaS products are cloud based. That's why they are
Okay.
SaaS.
All right,
No one
thank
has
you.
to come physically and do it. Any further question? Dr. Tripathi, let me know if I'm overrunning on time.
No, we have time. No, don't worry.
Okay, I'll go to the next. So where do we fit in all these? We took two examples where we have technology companies who are providing the software. We saw a second set of uh, companies or products who are doing who are giving you the product to record your transactions, right? And it's not only recording, but they provide the reporting functionalities also, analytics functionalities also, everything. So from where it starts is designing this product, and that's the place where uh, those innovators also come into picture. So startup founders who conceptualize this idea. There are people who have conceptualized this idea only, and they are startup founders. Right? They don't know how to build and what to build, but they had a beautiful idea to create. Like Jirodha example, Dr. Tripathi can give you very well about their founders. Right? They had this concept in mind, right? But to design that concept actually onto the ground, someone with that background is needed. If it's IT product, IT professional is needed. If it's a finance product, finance person is needed. So to design that any product, we come into play to look at the business functionality which is needed, tie up with the technology, which technology and how it is going to work, and then provide the design to the person who is coding for you. Next set of role will go into implementation, right? So one part is you have provided the design, someone is developing, and then the second part is you have to implement that solution into a client's place. Those Java books or SAP, Oracle you saw. There are some which are SaaS products which you can auto download and configure. SAP and Oracle are on premises. They have cloud services also, but on premises is what is most popular because it has large data set. So for implementing and customizing the solution and product for a particular client, we again need a person who can understand the business requirement. Because every business is different and software is common, right? SAP is SAP, Oracle is Oracle. Whether you implement it uh, to a retail marketing company or a manufacturing company or an automobile company, you will have to go and customize it to fit into their business requirement, right? And that's the place where implementation team comes into play, which understands business requirement, which understands the technology and the tool, and marries both of them together. Right? So that is another role where we come into play, and no one can understand the business better than us. Next is to support. So once you have installed the product, it is running fine, but there are bugs, right? Or there may be new regulations, like next month you will have budget 2024 coming in. In budget 2024, you will have many new things coming in terms of tax or tax slabs or rate changes for GST on various products. Now, someone is required to understand those legal aspects and budget aspects, go ahead and change the product or update the product, which are already installed somewhere. Again, a software developer or web developer cannot understand the budget or what is required to be done in the system against that budget. And that's again where we come into play. We understand both the aspects. We understand the product which is already there. We understand what has come new, and then we go ahead and update the software. Okay. And last part is your upgrades, and upgrades are typically in terms of new regulation, new requirement, security requirement. If the client has let's say they have acquired a new company, or they have expanded into a new territory. Okay. At that time, we go ahead and upgrade the product to meet the future requirements. So at 4 stages of any software product, any ERP, finance professionals are required. They are the best people to understand business, to understand the technology, to understand the requirements and implement it. Any questions?
So,
Okay, I'll go next. And the, sorry, you're asking something? Okay. So this is just at high level. This is the trend which has been there for last 2 years. If we look at the IT spending, IT spending for last 2 years were at around 8% CAGR for banking and investment, which is typically fintech industry. It is again 8.1%. And this includes the year of COVID also 2022. Going forward, how the trend looks like, it is by 2030, and this is the time frame when you will be hitting the market for job opportunities and business. It is expected to grow at around 11 to 12% CAGR annually. Huge market, drastically changing. New things are coming in the market. If you are interested in this side of the world, not into the core accounting and finance, probably one of the best times in future. The last slide probably, which I wanted to talk about. So I will not go into detail of each and every role, but at high level, when we intersect finance, commerce along with IT, these are 7, 8 key roles which exist into market: business analyst, data analyst, finance, fintech professionals, IT consulting, ERP consulting, digital transformation, financial analyst, and IT project manager. These are the roles which are available into market right now, where most of the finance people who, and you would have seen in your circle, in your society, in your family, finance background people are there who are working in an IT company. What are they doing? They are doing any of these roles, and these are really high paying, good jobs. With Akriti, you are doing something. Actually, I'm getting distracted. Sorry. Okay, thanks. Uh, so uh, so these are some of the very key roles available at very big organization. Top 4 you take in IT or consulting. Top 4 consulting companies, if you know, EY, Deloitte, KPMG, and PwC. They have huge number of requirement which they hire from ICAI, Chartered Accountants Institute, every year in the placements. and they put them into their IT wing. They don't means there are two streams, the consulting and IT. Half of the people go into IT because they need people who can understand information technology, the software part, and the core business. Right? And we can talk in detail about all these roles in future whenever. Right? Oh, that's it from my side. So, okay, sorry, I forgot to give my introduction. I am Rahul Parashar, chartered accountant by qualification. I worked with many large companies like Tata Motors, IBM, Tech Mahindra, Genpact. After 20 years, I just took a break from my regular job. I started a company called Mid Office Data. There we are into uh, analytics, and again, it's pure IT startup. Uh, it has the business blend, finance blend into it, but we do analytics and automation. And second startup where I am engaged is True Mock Test, and this is interest for you as well. So this platform, True Mock Test, is a edtech organization where I work as advisor. They provide mock test series for CUET and various entrance examination. Uh, we are going to launch this month. It is not launched yet, but in future, whenever you are starting to prepare for CUET, True Mock Test, you can visit once. That's all from my side. Happy to take any questions.
Anyone can ask any question. If you have any questions, please, all of you. You have wonderful opportunity to ask about any career related to industry, direct and related to technology or finance, if you have any questions. No one want to ask anything?
See how clear they are. You should conduct a poll if you get a chance. How many?
Excuse me, I would like to ask what is iPay, which is now into market too much? Though it is not related to your thing, but there are a lot of agents which are telling about iPay.
So these agents are reaching out to you to do some investment or some payment.
To become a member, I don't know. It is just like a, I don't know whether it may turn out to be a Ponzi scheme or like that. Okay, if you.
So it looks like something similar to Paytm, what they do. You make payments out of it. You receive payments, but I have not heard about it. So please read the terms and condition documents and
See, that is why I'm just asking, because in Gujarat there are a lot of people who are crazy after this, and they are becoming members and started using it, and then
So ma'am, I will tell you, please be aware from all these things. These are
yeah,
very
I
dangerous.
am aware, but it is just for curiosity, which
Yeah.
I'm just asking ki what is all this. Nowadays, there are a lot of scams also which goes under.
They may be telling you to invest your money somewhere. That may be guiding you for. And if I'm correct, if what could I see? They are into unlisted entities. They are making people to invest into unlisted entities. As you invest into listed entities, you are buying the share of Reliance and all. There are companies which are not listed, so they may be encouraging you to invest into those.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So normally, don't look at all these companies which make payments or receive payments or ask you to do that unless you are 100% sure that they are reliable.
Joheb, you can ask your question. Joheb, you can ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Sir, my name is Zohaib Ahmed and I am from Sarla Chopra DAV School, Noida. And it is an honor to meet a CA. I also want to be a CA. So your the presentation was quite good and I was impressed. I have a small doubt. It is a mixed question. It involves stock market and technology both. So I just saw 197 communication which owns Paytm, and it is a tech company, but it's performing really bad these days. So how can this happen when regular transactions happen through Paytm daily? How can the stocks go down in the
I will
market
answer.
when it?
I will answer.
Okay, sir.
Are you using Paytm?
Yes, sir.
How long?
Sir, 2 years.
2 years. How many rupee you have given to Paytm?
Sir, I don't remember
Zero.
the end.
Zero. You must have put some money into the wallet. You must have purchased something from that wallet from a shop. You must have transferred money from one account to another account, or how much money you have given to Paytm? Paytm company, you have given the money for any services taken from them.
So zero.
Have you given anything?
No, sir.
Then how? Then what will happen to the results? What is their source of revenue? Think about. If everybody is using Paytm, but who is giving money to Paytm?
So
You will get
can I?
to know the answer. Why
So
it is
normally,
happening.
Zohaib, what happens? They so Paytm charges some transactional fees from their merchants, not from
Merchants.
you. They get 1.9% of every transaction. But look at the offers they are giving to you. Right? Some cashback offers,
Yes, sir.
some discount offers, right? Multiple, like in 1 rupee or probably 1 point, they are giving you some beauty products. From where they are getting this money? Right? From those 1%, 1.9% which they are charging from merchant, you cannot sustain.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's the reason they are getting some revenue, but 10 times they are spending to acquire new customers. And that's where
So,
they are.
sir, what must be the sources of revenue of them?
It's those commissions which they earn in between and advertisement. That's
Oh,
that's what they earn in revenue.
okay, sir.
And
Ahil, you
and
can ask
and
me
one more
question.
thing they earn is that interest on whatever money you put into wallet. Right? It gets deducted from your bank account. It goes into Paytm until unless you spend it. So that means if you are putting 500 rupees, there are million of people. Right? Just multiply it by 500.
Yes, sir.
The interest portion.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and
Good
thanks for
evening.
asking, Joab. I heard you. He asked some question to Mr. Grewal also yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Hi, sir. Good evening. I am Ahil Dalwai and I am from FAPES TPS located in Kuwait, so not in India right now. But I have a question for you. So, sir, you have worked at like big companies like Tata, etc. And what would you say is the best way to make a name for yourself out in the market? Like you come out of your college, how do you progress? What's the best way to do that?
Best way is to study, to learn.
Yeah, no, I'm
Uh,
asking out of college.
Out of college, also see learning, and again I will quote Mr. Grewal. He told you learning is the constant thing. You have to learn daily. So if you have studied in college, you are college path out. You don't have a market experience, right? Real life experience. It's all theory till now. Right? Uh, so learning will continue, but it all depends on your interest area, and that's where I was going. If Dr. Tripathi can conduct a session or maybe a poll to ask all of you, how many of you are clear on your career path? How many of you are still deciding or don't know? Right? And then we look at the numbers and talk especially what we should be doing. But to answer your question, uh, first thing is what you want to do. When you are in commerce stream, probably you would love to do accounting or into accounting area. You may love to do economics. There are economic opportunities available in economics. For me, like after working for many years into finance accounting, I had interest in IT. Right? Today I am a chartered accounting. I can actually do coding. Right? I do coding because that was my interest area. And after certain point in time, when I was quite sure that on accounting side, on my core profession side, I am perfect. I have learned whatever I was supposed to learn. Then I moved and changed my career. I shifted into IT side. So decide as it progresses. I would not say decide now or decide at this point in time, but whatever you find which goes into your mind very clearly, you are very clear. I understand this area of my studies. Please follow that path.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Lakshya Singh.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
वेरी गुड इवनिंग
सर, जैसे जोहेब ने अभी क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि पेटीएम लॉस में क्यों है, तो सर उसका एक ये रीजन भी तो हो सकता है कि जैसे पेटीएम एक ई बिजनेस है और सर्विस बेस्ड बिजनेस है, तो सर इनके पास ज्यादा पर्सनल एसेट नहीं होते कि अगर कुछ लॉस हो रहा हो तो सर इनकी इस रीजन से बोरिंग्स इंक्रीज हो रही है, क्या ये हो सकता है कोई पॉइंट?
से ये जितने ई कॉमर्स वाली बिजनेसेस हैं ना, उनके पास एसेट होता ही नहीं। उनके पास एक ही चीज है एसेट के नाम पे, वो उनका प्रोडक्ट जो उन्होंने बना रखा है, जो आइडिया है, वो उनका इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी है, उसका उनका पेटेंट किया हुआ है। दैट इज द ओनली एसेट दे हैव। उसके अलावा कुछ ऑफिस लोकेशन इफ दे इन्वेस्ट इनटू, वही उनका है। उसके अलावा उनके पास कोई एसेट नहीं होता। So they are working on their revenue plus the investments they get from venture capitalists and banks. वही उनका source of money है. And where they spend is on acquiring customers, on promotional activities, on staff engagement, right, or staff cost. वो उनका spend है. Just put left and right and you will find कि उनका जो right hand वाला side है, expense वाला, sorry, expense left में आता है आपके उसमें P&L में. So left wala side is much heavier than your right side, revenue and income.
सर ये रीजन हो सकता है जोमेटो जैसी कंपनी का फेल होने के लिए, या पेटीएम भी?
यही है actually. If you look at market studies, that is the problem. They are taking investments from banks and investors, and they, so आप investment लेते हो. Okay, let me ask this question. When you take an investment, where it hits into your financials, is it balance sheet item or P&L or P&L item?
सर बैलेंस शीट।
Exactly. So आपका cash and liability तो बन गई वहां पे, right?
Yes.
And how are you using this cash which you have got into bank?
वर्किंग कैपिटल, फिक्स कैपिटल की तरह।
आप उधर से ले आकर के, and in the working capital also you are spending, right? It's your cash outflow is more from that. So you are taking out your asset and उसको expense off करते जा रहे हो। उसके अगेंस्ट मुझे इनकम भी तो चाहिए ना।
यस सर, यस सर।
तो आपने मनी उधर से उठाया अपने एसेट से एंड आपके एक्सपेंसेस में डालते जा रहे हो। कब तक डालोगे आप? वो मनी खत्म हो जाएंगे।
यस सर। Thank you,
Anyone
sir.
else want to ask anything? No. Thank you very much, Mr. Rahul. Thank you. I hope these bacha could get some knowledge about the different careers, and if required, they will contact you through your LinkedIn and all. So all of you can contact Mr. Rahul through LinkedIn, and if you have any queries related to, he offer a lot of internship in his company. So if any one of you are interested in doing some internship after class 12th, then you can contact him. Real life internships where you are supposed to do something in the corporate and get knowledge of that. Okay.
More than
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
You all can reach out to me, reach out to Dr. Tripathi. He will connect all of us. And Dr. Tripathi, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir. Thank you
everyone.
very much. Thank you.
It was very nice time, and all the best to all of you, and Happy New Year in advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now we have last 10 minutes for you people. I want now you to speak whatever you want to speak, whatever related to your life, related to your career, related to your family, related to your some fun. Somebody wants to sing, somebody wants to dance, anything you want to do. Now, this is our farewell now. So, my humble request, be in touch. I promise you will gain something in your life. Kanan. I have two gifts also. One is अच्छा हुआ मुझे याद है, Kanan Visnoi and Karthik Verma. Who is Karthik Verma? I cannot see Karthik Verma. So these two people have been selected for our technical internship, which is of 20 days. But after class 12th, my humble request, that is the paid course which is offered to different people. But you two are selected for that. So please do contact me after class 12th. You can join any of our batch of the technical, where you will given the knowledge how technical theories are there, different technical theories. 20 days you can learn about stock market more and more if you. Okay.
Thank you
Now you
so
ask
much,
your
sir.
question.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. And this is all purely on the basis of feedbacks and all what you people were giving. And there was no doubt some luck portion also. There was some, our team was selecting on some video and all those things. So if somebody has not got, it is not like that कि you have not performed. It is ना कई बार हमारा luck भी होना चाहिए साथ में. तो भाई दो को select करना था, कोई दो तो होते, कोई I don't know. तो one is Karthik. I cannot even see Karthik, but his name is here. So some Karthik Verma and some Karan Vishnu. Okay. Karan, you ask your question, please.
Right, sir. So basically, I want to thank you for such a wonderful internship. When I read the internship message, I did not really know that it was about equity market. And some 1, 2 weeks before only, I thought that I would now be starting to, read articles about the stock market and everything. But once I joined your first session, I was so glad that I joined your session, that I am able to understand about the equity market and the share market. And it was genuinely like such a wonderful experience with you, because it was neither too technical of the side but not even too basic, that now I can discuss amongst my friends that yes, I learned something from this internship in such a way which was very very easy. Like, it did not scare me that in equity market or the share market is very tough, but moreover it even gave me a reality check that yes, it is a good thing to do. And like I've heard from many people that a lot of risk is involved. What I actually inculcated from all these sessions is that if you can study about the stock market from, like, if you gain a good knowledge about it, then yes, of course some amount of risk is involved, but it totally depends upon your studies and your patience level. So thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session.
Thank you, Vachika. Thank you
And
very
sir,
much.
I
I tell
really
you,
hope to keep connected with you, like, for a longer period of time.
thank you. I tell you, I started my career as a simple commerce teacher 20 years back, and it took 17, 18 years for me to build up such wealth. I'm not saying that I'm very rich person, but I do have money to do whatever I want to, whatever I want. अब अगर मैं ये कहूंगा मुझे एक हेलीकॉप्टर अपने घर पे खड़ा करना है, तो दैट मीन्स irrational thinking. But whatever what I need food, clothing, shelter, my bachcha's education, my old age, my health, my some travel and all those are. And this is not due to my salary or something. This is my investment journey. So if you know how to invest, when to invest, where to invest, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. You can get the benefit of compounding. Always remember the compound interest formula, P1 plus R to the power N. N is very effective. To the power N. N. People generally work on R factor, कैसे बढ़ाना है. Always think आधा % interest कहाँ ज़्यादा मिलेगा. No. Think about आधा साल ज़्यादा कैसे invest कर सकते हैं. If you increase your N is in the power, compound interest formula, remember, P1 plus R to the power N. So if you can increase your N, it is the thing. And you people are at the young age, जितने जल्दी आपको पैसे मिलने शुरू होंगे, from the day one, this is my humble request, जब पहली सैलरी आएगी, always remember, no, मुझे इसमें से इतना इन्वेस्ट करना, बाकी enjoy जो मर्जी, you have earned the money, you have all the rights to enjoy that money. And you should be enjoying your money. I always, कल का मेरा प्लान है, दिन भर घूमने जा रहा हूँ फैमिली के साथ, मस्ती करूंगा, लेकिन वो मस्ती हमारे एजुकेशन में, हमारे करियर में, हमारे फ्यूचर में, दैट शुड नॉट बी अफेक्टिंग. इन बिटवीन दीज 7 days मेरा बीच में बर्थडे भी आया था, लेकिन आप लोग को पता भी नहीं चला. तो बिकॉज आई एम डूइंग माई वर्क, आई विल बी डूइंग माई वर्क, एंड आई एम एंजॉइंग माई वर्क, आई एम अर्निंग, एंड कुछ लोग कहते हैं ना, होता क्या है, पीपल आर फॉर मनी, नो, try to create a situation when you will be working and money will be coming. I have seen the people putting a lot of effort for the money. No, put effort, money will start coming to you. Money will start coming to you. I have seen this, and this is happening. मेरे पास आज सिचुएशन ऐसा है. I don't know how many of you know. Please go through my LinkedIn, go through my YouTube channel, go through my Facebook account, Instagram account. You get to know. Uh, every month, I'm going to at least 15, 16, 17 schools. And pan India, I'm talking about. It is not Delhi NCR. I'm going to Nagaland. I'm going to Kerala. I'm going to Jammu. I'm going to Ahmedabad. I'm going to every part of India, even some online things outside India. Okay, so you will get to know everything if you start working for your growth. Always remember, your growth is important. Your money's growth is not important. Your growth, this is the best asset which you can build. Try to grow yourself. Money will automatically grow. Mr. Vipin Vaid, your question please. नमस्कार सर, आई होप आपने बच्चों के साथ जुड़े और आपने भी कुछ सीखा, और ये जो 7-8 दिन की जर्नी थी वो अच्छी रही होगी. बाकी आप
थैंक यू
बताइए
सो
सर.
मच सर। मतलब सबसे पहले सर, क्वेरी तो बाद में आती, मैं फीडबैक देना चाहता हूँ। जेन्युइन फीडबैक सर, जो हमने स्टार्ट किया था, मैंने आपसे इंटरेक्ट किया था और आपसे यही पूछा था कि सर फंडामेंटल की क्लासेस का क्या करें, तो आपने एक ही चीज बोला था कि एक इंटर्नशिप स्टार्ट हो रही है, आप जस्ट उसको ज्वाइन कीजिए एंड डेफिनेटली यू विल अचीव, मीन्स यू विल लर्न समथिंग। सर बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला, मतलब ऐसा लगा ही नहीं कि कुछ टफ है। आपने इतने अच्छे लेमन टर्म्स में समझाया सर चीजों को, मतलब डेफिनेटली सर, हैट्स ऑफ टू यू। थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर गिविंग दिस वंडरफुल सेशन। डेफिनेटली इट विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प सर, बहुत हेल्प करेगा मेरे को ग्रो करने के लिए। मतलब मेरा बेसिक सर थोड़ा सा स्ट्रांग हो गया, पहले से बहुत कुछ लर्न किया था, बट आपने और कुछ सर उसमें मतलब क्रीमी लेयर चढ़ा दिया। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Thank you very much. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, in the COVID time I started this 7 days program for the teachers also, and I started कि हाँ मैं free of cost teachers को कराऊंगा. I was having a target of कि मैं करीब इंडिया में 10,000 लोगों को कराऊंगा. I can tell you, people do not have even time for themselves. These 7 days, which these bachas are doing because they are supposed to build up their career, they want some certification, they want some knowledge. At this age, they are doing. But once you start working ना, शाम को रील देख रहे हैं, घूम रहे हैं, मूवी देख रहे हैं, but they do not have time. I started and I saw that people are not joining. इवन तो यही है कि आप अपने करियर के लिए टाइम नहीं देंगे तो कोई आपके लिए टाइम नहीं देगा, कोई नहीं देगा. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि, और आपने ये जो 7 डेज आपने आपने कुछ ना कुछ सेक्रीफाइस किया होगा. मे बी सम आपके ट्यूशन क्लासेस सेक्रीफाइस किया होगा, मे बी सम आपका फ्रेंड्स के साथ जाना, या मे बी इवन न्यू ईयर पार्टी और समथिंग प्लान होगा. तो इफ यू सेक्रीफाइस समथिंग देन ओनली यू कैन गेन समथिंग, एंड दिस इज आपको करना पड़ेगा. वो तो मैंने आपको बताया कि विद इन दिस 7 डेज मेरा बर्थडे था, मैंने उसको सेक्रीफाइस किया बिकॉज मुझे ये जो 400 बच्चों का ग्रुप था, अब देखिए वी स्टार्टेड विद द 400 बच्चा, और अब हम जाके लगभग 40-40 के आसपास जो हैं वो एक्चुअल लर्निंग में हुआ होगा. अगर मैं उस दिन फर्स्ट डे वो 400 में से मैं कहता कि आपका सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, आप नहीं आएंगे, आप आएंगे, तो उनको लगता कि सर तो कुछ पार्शियलिटी कर रहे हैं कुछ. इसलिए दैट इज द रीजन इन द बिगनिंग आई गेव चांस टू एवरीवन. Whosoever applied, I gave chance to everyone. I added everyone on my that group. And आपने देखा फिर धीरे धीरे लोगों ने एग्जिट करना शुरू किया होगा. कुछ इसलिए नहीं क्योंकि खराब था, इसलिए कि काम तो करना पड़ेगा ना. काम में क्या, एटलीस्ट 1.5 घंटे डेली बैठ के सुनना तो पड़ेगा ना, इतना तो करना पड़ेगा ना. अगर इतना भी नहीं करेंगे तो हाउ यू विल गेन, यू कैन नॉट गो. ठीक है, कार्तिक योर क्वेश्चन प्लीज.
Thank you so much, sir, first of all, for choosing me for the technical internship after
Oh,
12th.
Karthik, you are the Karthik. Oh, very good. Okay.
Thank you so much. I got this opportunity. I don't have any query, just like I just want to thank you for everything you facilitated us in the complete journey of this workshop, internship. As an intern of class 11, I learned a lot from you, from your experience about stock market and many things I learned. I gathered something that I know about the basics of stock market, and to a person not doing anything, I can at least explain these equity cult. I can share my experience with them, and definitely I'll for sure after this as well, I would share the equity cult among all my family, friends, and to everyone with whom I meet who doesn't know about the equity cult. I'll
Good, very
definitely.
good. This is my objective. I want to educate more and more people about the equity. They should be knowing the benefits of equity and they should be knowing what they are supposed to take care of while dealing with the equity. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. Lakshita,
Good evening, sir.
good evening.
So, first of all, thank you so much. Just a second.
Okay. Last thing I would like to hear from Sujata ma'am. I think she has been the principal of the school, a lot of experience, a lot of bachas she has dealt in her life, a lot of teachers she has tackled in her life. तो मैम आप बताएंगे और थोड़ा सा इन बच्चों को मोटिवेट करेंगे through your life journey or something, maybe whatever you want. कि वो, I think you have observed all the sessions. तो आप
Yes,
इन
sir.
बच्चों
Yes, sir. I also skipped my birthday as you did it. That is a common factor between us. I think we are in this profession and we know our priorities. What should be the priorities? Yes, sir. Definitely in my 30 years of career experience, I have met lot of students and I have changed also lot of students from negative to positive. That is clear. And as Mr. Garewal yesterday told, that there is no shortcut to success. So one has to follow learning by writing only, as he said. And that is also my punchline for education, educating the kids. And those who are kids here, please keep this as the mantra for your success, because besides this, because hand and mind coordination is very, very important when you sit for any exam. So if you learn by writing, then only you will be able to manage your time properly. And you all are lucky persons to get the knowledge of stock at this early age. I was unlucky because at our times we were not exposed to financial literacy. And in the region from UP where we come from, it was said कि भाई ना कि सट्टा है. Earlier the concept was of satta basically. So our generation was mostly deprived of it. Though I'm a state player, my father was open to a lot of other things, but to this he was not open to. So that was my bad luck. Otherwise, now with the clarity which sir has given me at this age, it's very good. But for me, that compound interest, N is less. For you all, N is more. So I think you all can do laurels for your life and manage your life well. Do not go into the pseudo modern culture, which will affect your life in future also. So that is what I want. And on personal basis and factor, I will talk to sir for myself.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I can tell you at the age of 60, 62, you still have 30, 35 years of compounding. Mr. Warren Buffett, in his last meeting, I think only 4 months back, he is 94 years now. He always says, I have still 7 years compounding, 8 years compounding, 10 years compounding. So you still have 35 years of compounding. And 35 years of compounding is very big compounding. So you can enjoy that in your life.
We'll talk
Okay.
separately on.
Okay. Lakshita, you wanted
Yes,
to...
sir. Sorry, really sorry about that. So first of all, I'm really thankful and grateful to you for this internship. Like, I have really been wanting to know more about the stock market since last few days, and I've searched all over the internet from where I can begin from the basics. But from everywhere I maybe read or on YouTube, there was a lot of confusion about a number of things. So when from our school we got this about the financial internship, I really thought it is just about managing funds and savings and everything, because a session I did before also this year. So I was expecting it to be the same, but on the first day when you told about the curriculum of the whole internship, I was really happy that it is about equity and stock market. So that gave me like really good satisfaction that I'll be able to learn something about it. And the way you explained it, it was really understanding, and I was really able to understand very basic concepts. I've heard about candlesticks and everything from my friends, few of them, like who know about this, and I've always been so much confused, but really thankful to you for explaining this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. One thing, you did another internship with some other firm also?
So it was not an internship. Basically, it was a course we had about
How many days course was that?
it was just online videos they were given, and at the end we had a quiz.
Okay. So,
Yes,
and
sir.
they must have covered savings, investment, banks, debit card,
Yes.
credit card.
Yes,
Generally,
yes,
what
yes.
happen whenever we talk about finance in India, now we talk about checkbook. What is checkbook? What is passbook? What is so though these this is the problem with that. Okay, when we as an adult should be knowing, the kids of 17, 18 years old, they know these basic things. They need something beyond that. They need something.
Yes.
Riddhi, your last question now. I will not be able to take my other questions. My humble request, on 7th, we are meeting again. Whosoever want for CVT and all, others, thank you very much. Riddhi, your question, please.
Hello, sir. Thank you
Yes.
so much, first of all, for conducting this amazing internship. And when my teacher, जब मेरे टीचर ने मुझे इस internship के बारे में बताया, तो after that when I joined, मेरी टीचर मैं डिस्कस कर रहे थे, और हमारे टीचर ने डिसाइड किया कि वो जो आपसे मैंने सीखा है, मैं सारे मतलब सारे +1 को सिखाऊंगी.
Very
एंड
good, very good, very
तो
good.
मतलब उन्होंने एक सेशन कंडक्ट करने का सोचा है, जिसमें मैंने जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट सबको जो लिखा है वो सबको वो सिखाना चाहते हैं. तो फिर हमारे स्कूल में भी सेशंस कंडक्ट होने वाले हैं थ्रू मतलब आपके वजह से. एंड मैम को मतलब मैं सबको सिखाने वाली हूँ, मतलब जितना भी आपसे सीखा है.
Very
So
good.
it
So
was a
this is real spreading equity cult, and I will create one this all the 7-8 classes are there on the YouTube. I will create one, what we say that ki generally we create a course of these 8 classes. So whenever you want, you can go through that. And then you can recommend that I will share the link on the group. You can share with your friends. Ki those who have not attended, even then they want to do, they can do class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, 7 classes together, and they can get to know whatever you got to know. That all only question answer they cannot do. Otherwise, they can do everything. Okay.
okay.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much, sir.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Nice meeting you. Very good batch. I am very happy with you all.